What's up?
I'm just gonna make myself
Yeah, do it. I like that you have a tube of M&Ms.
It's mini M&Ms.
Which
Fuck you.
tastes
Better.
objectively
Do you want
better.
some?
Please, actually.
No, I'm a peanut M&M kind of guy.
You're an idiot.
I mean, normally I would be like, hey.
You wanna know why I had to go home? Because I had to heat up my mac and cheese. So
Really?
yeah, so I was like, we're mac and cheese, bro.
Do you heat up your mac and cheese and then like, and now it's just in your pocket, like loose mac and cheese?
You know,
It's like I didn't have to eat. I just had to
You have
heat
seen
it
that
up
vine
to
of like
bring
the
it.
guy with the spaghetti just falls out of his pocket. Like, that's me.
Yeah, exactly.
I love her.
Yeah, she's cool. Wait, you know who she is?
I don't know her name.
Yeah.
I saw that video of her.
What?
The one where Tommy Lauren? No, it's like InfoWars. They're like coming up to her.
Oh shit, was that her?
Yes, I'm like 99% sure.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. It wasn't. I don't know if it was it Tommy Lauren.
No, it wasn't Tommy Lauren. It was another InfoWars.
Yeah,
one.
where it was like.
And she was just like, eat the rich.
Was that her?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Dope.
Oh.
Russell?
What? That was. You know what's funny?
You don't have to go back up.
I think it's really funny when women come like it's like supposed to be a sexy photo, and then they cover something up with an emoji. I think they should.
I think that's a fetish thing.
That should happen. It should all be like the cowboy emoji.
But like sad cowboy, sad yeehaw.
Yeah, or like I don't know, the crying laughing one, because that's that one is so.
Clown one.
Clown one's good. Yeah, no, I just know who she is because she's on this podcast.
Oh.
So, on like a podcast.
Yeah, no,
Not this one.
she'll be here soon.
Okay,
We're recording,
waiting
by the
for her.
way.
Are we like?
Yeah, we've
after?
been recording.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, he really doesn't know how to start podcasts ever. You know, typically you give people a warning and then, you know, you do maybe like an intro, but now apparently the test is the beginning of the podcast.
We'll see, and right now we're gonna have intro music play, because we've got that.
Yeah.
Alright, don't bitch when it's unusable.
I don't know. Why did you get on? I don't know. I guess you thought of that because you were looking at me and I'm in basketball shorts, and these shoes are put together by tape because the laces broke. Yeah, if you take a look at them, oh dude, Ryan he got shoes exactly like these.
Yeah. I guess y'all are twins.
I dropped the cheese from my.
Yeah, so they're
For my
exactly
Instagram,
like
yeah.
those. Cheese and everything.
Yeah, they're exactly like them, and I'm upset that he's copying me.
You know, you should copy some of his style then.
No, I would never do that to myself.
Who is
That's Sean Spicer. Yeah, I have a framed picture of
Yeah.
Sean Spicer.
Tell me why I thought that was Kevin Spacey. I don't know what's worse.
There's no good reason.
I don't even know what's worse if you had a
If I had a framed
Kevin
picture of Kevin
Spacey
Spacey,
or
that would be
Sean
so
Spicer.
fucking funny. Yeah. No, the Sean Spicer one, that was a gift. That's a picture of when he was wearing two different shoes.
Oh, well, we can't really tell.
Yeah, I
The
know.
frame.
The frame fucks it up, but it was a really good birthday gift. I think I was just talking about, I got that and a waffle maker from a young gal I was seeing at the time, before I even moved here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It came up because I was being bougie with my meal today, and I made like waffles and bacon, and that's bougie for me.
Yeah, it's really bougie to use a kitchen utility for its intended
I
purpose.
poached an egg for the first time the other day. Ooh.
Damn, and you
For
took
our
pictures
listeners
of it.
at home, he's showing
Our
me.
Kyle was listening.
Kyle's our fan.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's a...
I like how that warrants the listener call out, but not like, hey, look at these shoes.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that those shoes? I'm going to. Ooh, that is.
You want to fucking brag about it? Damn.
Poached eggs are great.
Really good. I did poached egg with
How'd you poach it? Did you like put it in a bag?
No, what I did was...
Apparently you can do that.
Yeah, that's a truly a child method. But I am not about that, and so I just swirled a vortex.
Oh, you did the
water.
vortex thing.
Yeah, and it was way more fun that way.
Can you crack an egg with one hand?
I can't do that.
Well, that's
I
because you're
can't do
weak.
most things.
And you're far superior.
Yeah.
I did it because there was this Disney Channel original movie. Maybe it was Bobby Flay or like a guy that was meant to look like Bobby Flay, and like this kid entered a cooking competition.
I totally know what you're talking about.
And his like
Yes, Airbud.
he was like, wait, can you
yes.
teach me? Can you teach me how to crack an egg with one hand? And I was like, I don't know, 10 at the time, and I'm like, crack, and then you just split it open with your thumb. It's so fucking easy. And that was like his main goal in the movie. It's just like, oh.
And then the dog won the basketball.
And then the dog, dude, it'd be
and
funny.
then Wendy Wu went to the homecoming.
It'd be funny if Air Bud was competed in the Special Olympics and like kicked everybody's ass, and like he's winning so hard and everyone is just so upset, but it's just like Air Bud in that it has like the dramatic music and like the slow-mo finish, but then like the parents and the families of all these special people are just like, yo, who the fuck put a dog in here? You realize you're calling them all dogs, okay?
Well, no, if they're dogs, then
It's
we
like,
win.
yeah, no, actually, no, this dog is way smarter than your kid.
God.
So you know what my favorite part of when podcasts have structure. Typically we find out who the new voice in the room is.
Yeah, I guess I should introduce myself, shouldn't I?
Nah,
Russell, why don't you introduce myself?
I actually meant to do that, and
Why don't you
then.
introduce me to...
Oh yeah, this is Katie. She aight.
Yeah, not
Katie's
bad.
here.
There's nothing else.
Ben's here. I'm Russell.
Blunt King is not here.
You want to announce your Twitter to
I don't want to do that.
our
because,
listener?
Listen, the only people that follow me are like an elite brand of people, and I just don't give it out to everybody. But it's Katie _ Rodriguez.
Cool. Katie with an IE.
Yeah, the right way to spell it.
It's KATIEQV. The Prince symbol that Prince went by. And that's how you spell that.
The artist formerly known as Katie Rodriguez.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah. My Twitter is I don't have one. You can.
How'd you land that?
You probably had to pay somebody to get that. What's your name?
No, I was an early adopter.
Oh.
Yeah, I was ahead of the curve. On that one.
Yeah, I was the first person on MySpace to go by Osama bin Laden. It was before, I didn't know.
I was Tom
days
on
back.
MySpace.
Yeah.
I didn't have a MySpace. Back then, I was only on Neopets.
Yeah.
And I still am on Neopets, and it's all I do now. I have, like, millions of Neopoints in the stock market.
Okay, did you...
In the news.
I do.
I just picture you like doing rails of cocaine and like, chain smoking cigarettes in like a full suit with an
Which is
earpiece on
reality.
and just playing Neopets and like, no, what do you mean the market's down?
The Neopian economy, though, is
Jason, are you fucking me?
Jason, you don't bitch.
the economy
Neopian
crashed
economy.
10 years ago in Neopets, alright?
Whoa,
And we
that lines up.
And we are still witnessing the repercussions of it to this day, to the point where I only like sell my Neopoint stocks in like the Neopian National Bank. I have about 50,000 Neopoints stored away there.
Well, I mean, it's all designed to systematically keep those little dragon dudes down.
Well, just also like the inflation is insane. Like the price for bread in Neopia is literally 1,000 Neopoints. It makes no sense.
Well, that
What's
doesn't mean
what's
anything.
the
We don't know. What's the exchange
what's the
rate?
exchange
Oh, the exchange
on,
rate?
Neopoints?
I'd say about 1 Neopoint is the
How
same.
much time
How much
do
time
you
does it
put
take?
in for 1,000 Neopoints?
About 10 minutes. But like that's what I'm saying is with bread. You know, it's like 1,000 Neopoints is equivalent to about, I'd say, $3 here. But that's for one slice. Would you pay $3
Oh,
for
that's
a
fucked
slice?
up. Also,
of bread?
I don't think you're supposed to feed like little baby dinosaurs.
They're not dinosaurs, okay? We have like alien cats.
It's more mythical.
Yeah.
Well, look, the lower class in Neopia is really down, and that's why they're relying on Barkney Sanders to take up and go after the elites.
That's why
It's
we have a royal paintbrush in Neopia, so like you can buy this paintbrush.
Wait, I
in
think
your
I
cat.
remember paintbrushes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last election with Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, dude, Hillary Clinton against Duckled Trump.
I would love to guillotine every royal Neopet that I meet.
Well, that's what happened to. Oh fuck. Nope, lost it. It's over, guys. Sorry.
All right, so that was the
Well,
positive.
we can edit this all out, right?
Yeah, the entire
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and just.
That's alright.
Does anybody want more mini M&Ms?
Yeah, I'll take some.
You should not have made that offer.
Oh shit!
We can spread
There you
the
go.
wealth.
Yeah.
But Ryan, so after Ryan got those shoes, I
we're
decided, no, I'm on it because I'm pissed. He wears so much dumb shit all the fucking time.
Which looks wonderful on him.
Right, sure, but you gotta get something that I wear pretty much every time he sees me. So, I'm gonna call his fucking credit card company.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say mama. He calls mama.
No, I'm gonna call and say, he's fucking copying me. And don't you dare hang up on me again.
And they'll say, "Who are you?"
Don't you dare you know who the fuck this is. Don't you dare hang up on me.
Well, yeah, 'cause
I
you
will
called, like,
kill you.
12 times the
I
past
will
30
kill
minutes.
you because he's copying me and you won't listen to me. This is a threat. This is not fucking parody. This is an actual direct threat on the 28th of September of this year. I will show up there and murder you. That is a threat across state lines.
Do you want me to make a little note of that on my calendar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. And
28th of September, correct?
yeah.
Do you remember the 29th of September?
When I killed that dumb bitch. They're gonna play that. They're gonna play that phone call at my trial. Just gonna be like, and I hope they play this at the trial. And this is not a joke whatsoever. This is a real threat. Look at my attorney right now. Look how pissed off he is. That's how you know it's real. He's copying me.
So why the 7-month wait though?
I don't fucking know. I just named it day.
You can't like reason genius, you know. There's no logical explanation behind the actions or the words that Russell said, you know.
Oh, well, finally somebody appreciates it.
I didn't say I appreciate it. I
She
just
acknowledges
acknowledge
it.
Yeah, no, it exists somewhere. I don't know. What else do I got here? Oh, I was thinking about this. You ever thought about this? People have a lot of unnecessary abbreviations. You know, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, 4 syllables. And people say out loud, JCVD. You're not saving any breath, and it's not a difficult thing to say.
It's a little different.
Well, I just call him Jean because we're buddies.
Yeah.
And I call him Daddy.
If you guys were actually friends with him, you'd know that he goes by Claude, but whatever. It's all right.
Did he tell you that?
It's okay. You're not a tier 1 operator.
Oh no, he.
Can I be really
He
honest? I
fell
don't
for
really
it.
know who that is.
Uh,
I've heard the name. I don't know.
Action
who that is.
star.
Well, see, I don't watch action. I only watch animated.
You see, he's very, very good with the splits. I'm sure you're aware.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, like that's the most badass thing you could ever do is like someone's threatening to fight you and you just drop into a side split and just punch him in the balls. That's like the coolest fucking thing you could ever do to somebody. And that's why I look up to him. But no, like the abbreviation like JCVD. You're not
No,
saying
you're
it
not
correct.
that short.
Or like nice. Or like abbreviations that don't make sense, like the N word. You know, when you can just say,
No.
you can just say something. Well, no, like you don't say the N double.
I don't.
Or like the NBA.
I don't know if I want to be on your podcast anymore.
What? I didn't say anything. Don't be retarded.
God, Russell.
You want to tell us about how superior you are more? I don't know. You were saying it earlier. They gotta call me out while I'm calling you out.
Yeah, no.
We can talk about me.
Hey guys, me.
Have you ever been with a
Yes.
uncircumcised?
Actually, yeah, I lost my virginity to someone who was uncut.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot to unpack there, but I will say.
Well, yeah, you gotta like basically unwrap it.
Thank you for getting wish. But like, he was just also just like a really bad lay, or I was.
Yeah,
I don't know. But all I know is that the sex was bad, and I wore my fur coat because I thought that was.
Were you
like,
wearing it the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
Did you like you took your shirt and your bra up, and then you put the coat back on?
I was wearing a velvet black mini dress with stockings and heels and.
Wait, you were wearing that the first night we met, and I'm uncircumcised.
Actually, on my way here, I was gonna tell the story of how Russell took my virginity, but I guess here we are. No.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. I was kind of baiting you into the question. I don't know. Did it smell funny?
I don't really remember the smell. I don't remember a whole lot from it, because it was very unremarkable. But I will say.
I feel like that's worse than being bad.
It just tasted weird.
Oh yeah.
I did not enjoy it.
Well, he fucked you so hard you could taste it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's so. I guess if you're uncircumcised, you can do that.
Yeah. And see, when they cut the foreskin, they cut off like your superpowers and stuff like that, and so.
No, yeah, that's why I only have half superpowers because I was a botched circumcision.
Were you really?
No. That'd be fun. Your dick's cut, right?
It is.
Mine is too.
Yeah.
Just three cut.
No, yeah, she was.
Is that the name of this podcast?
She was circumcised.
It's definitely on the list now.
So we're still figuring out the name.
You know, I have a whole list of like awesome names.
Yeah, let's hear some of those.
Okay.
Actually, wait, I have the same list because you sent it to me one time.
Okay, well, it was probably updated since then. I will give you the highlights.
Give me the latest.
I'll give you the highlights.
Shitty one.
I'll give you my favorite.
Give me
They're
the
all
shitty
perfect.
ones.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for supporting me.
But no, see, like Ben.
Meat experience.
Meat experience.
Yeah.
Like MEAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the highlights.
Adolf Hipster and the Vinyl Solution.
Right.
No,
Yeah, we used that for trivia.
Come rag on the floor.
Jeff.
Jeff. That's my dad's name.
This is one.
Hey, welcome back to Jeff.
One of my favorite band names that I've come up with was Green Day. So that's what I went
My
with.
favorite is Imagine Dragons. Let's see. Where's my actual favorite one? All right, here we go. Sean and the Kennedys.
Sean and the Hannitys is a favorite of mine.
That's a favorite. I also like Double Fisted Chicken Biscuit.
See, all the names I've ever come up with are dumb music puns I use for improv.
Come on, my face.
What about Come On Everybody?
Yeah, that's alright.
That's way better.
How about?
Come On Everybody? That's great.
I like Accidental Fisting.
I thought
And
of
Extendo
a
Titty.
Extendo Titty is
Just-
cool.
I thought of like a Midwestern emo band name called Please Call Me Daddy.
Oh, nice. I get it. He wants his dad to call him. And why is it Midwestern?
I don't know, that's just the same.
Suburban. This is
I heard somebody
Ohio.
describe the Midwestern people like this. Like it's like people on the East Coast are nice, but they're not polite. People from the South are like polite but not nice. and people from the Midwest are just not polite and not nice at all. Which, like, especially when they're not in the Midwest, because they can't shut up about how awesome the Midwest is. It's like, dude, you're from Indiana. Like, really?
Gary, Indiana,
it's that great.
Gary, Indiana, Gary. Does anyone else watch The Music Man?
Watch The Music Man?
Yeah, like on a daily basis. Like,
Yeah, like regularly.
Yeah.
It's actually, I have Google Glass.
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. Oh, it's good.
I've found another dumb pun I made once. I was like, I want to make an emo ska band called the Mighty Mighty Deftones. Also, I want to make a psychedelic ska band called Real Big Fish, but with a PH.
What if?
Then I want to send it to college for like 8 years, and then it'll be Real Big Fish with a PhD.
Yeah, that's cool.
How about weed in my ass?
That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, can you do any impressions?
Yeah, I can.
What do you got?
This is an impression of your dad.
She actually just vanished into thin air somehow. It was really impressive. Ben's got a really good impression of Tim Gunn from RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, designers! He's got a really good one. Dude, it's just the gay man. Sound like a gay man.
I don't know if this is politically correct.
No, it's...
Oh,
see? He's perfect!
Hilarious.
Oh my god, how does he do it?
I remember one time at karaoke.
Dude, that's really good.
Thank you. I practice daily. At karaoke once, I was doing "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain.
Yeah.
And the opening part, that's like,
Let's
go, girls.
Oh god. I just got a chill up my arm. As a woman, I oftentimes, like, when I'm talking to men, get certain murder vibes occasionally.
Yeah,
as one does.
Yeah, and I definitely
It's
felt
probably the gun that he shoved inside of your asshole.
like,
That would make me feel like they're gonna maybe murder me or something.
murder this pussy, daddy. Anyway.
It's nice to get the female perspective on this.
Yeah. No, she represents all women. She told me that earlier.
Yeah. I don't know. I could do a pretty good Shakira. But only when I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, you can do it right now. You got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I believe in you. That's like my favorite fucking thing ever.
That's my only thing I'm good at, though.
Let's see. I got notes. Let's see.
Besides deep throating.
Oh, Ben,
What a pause.
Ben, you're Mexican.
I am, actually.
Why doesn't anybody say spick or wetback or beaner anymore? No, really, I'm serious. Like, people just, now it's just like, build that wall. Like, they don't even use, like, slurs.
Honestly, kids these days are getting really lazy.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
It's the millennials.
It's, you know, kids these days, they just aren't as racist as they used to be, and it's really disheartening because I believe everyone should put in, you know, the extra effort.
Yeah. There's these, a bunch of kids that wear, like, Trump hats to middle school and stuff. And, like, there's, like, all these interviews, and it's, like, they'll say things like, yeah, I just, you know, it really pisses off my teachers, and, you know, people get mad, and my parents hate it, and so it's just kind of funny. It's kind of fun to do. It's like, yeah, I mean, that really says something about just Trump and his whole everything about him, that, like, that's a way of, like, rebelling, is like, yo, check out my hat. It's like rich kids from, like, I don't know, Northern Virginia, and they're just fucking, yeah, MAGA, but they don't even give a shit. Like, people are like, oh my god, they're all, like, fucking racist. It's like, dude, if I didn't know really shit about anything... Honestly, when I was in 6th grade, I didn't really know anything about politics.
I knew.
Yeah.
I was
don't know.
woke since I came out of the womb.
You've been a men's rights activist since you were a kid.
Yeah. And now I belong to the alt-right party.
No, that's just... The alt-right party, like, the alt-right doesn't exist. It's just the fucking right. Like, I don't know what... They literally...
No,
they elected
alt-right
the
is,
guy.
alt-right is when we also go out and we listen to, like, alt-rock.
Yeah, and alt-J at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like if alt-J was in favor of cutting taxes for the rich.
Are they not?
Is it a they? Is alt-J a they?
I think it's a duo. I'm not sure.
How-
I may also
how
just be
about-
thinking of that
All
video.
J, I think it's a trio.
How about alt-gay?
I think I'm just thinking of that
and-
video where they like eat rice cakes and like make an alt Jake song. Those two guys, and it's just like poop on my butt, like on a loop.
Yeah, that's what being alt-gay is because they just, instead of having gay sex, it's like the alternative. They just poop. That's it. They just do
Is that reverse sex?
Is it? Oh,
Is
good
pooping-
question.
Is pooping reverse sex?
I don't know. Is a catheter like reverse coming?
Things to think about.
Come on, Ben. Is it? What are you looking at?
I was trying to find dumb shit. I said like,
You didn't come
Dante-
prepared with notes?
oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, I do have a topic. I'm trying to get into it later, but I remember I said some shit like,
How long is this podcast gonna be?
who fucking knows? Dante's Disco Inferno.
That's I like that.
That's the only one coming to me right now.
All right.
So I'm going to Austin next week.
Yeah. Why?
To have sex with a man. And
You met him before?
Scandalous.
what?
So you met him before?
Yeah, actually we like hooked up a couple times throughout the years.
What's his name? I'll bleep it out.
Oh no, you won't.
Yeah, I know.
We'll bleep it out with the name that you say.
Yeah, just like have been like saying it.
No, so I found out that he broke up with his like longtime girlfriend a couple of weeks ago, and the minute I found out, I immediately texted him. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Austin." And
Were you gonna be in Austin?
No, I was not. I literally just, I told myself, I was like, well, now's as good as time as I need to go. And so I texted him, I was like, hey, I'm going to be in Austin, like, if you want to hang out, let me know, you know. And he was just like, yes, come over. And so I'm going, but I realize now, like, I'm not sure if I really should, and I want y'all's opinion on it. And it's because he lives in an RV, and I don't
Oh, no, immediately, no.
No, but that's not even it.
Alternatively,
That's not even it though. The issue.
No, it is it.
No,
actually.
no. He lives in an RV, and I don't know where the poop goes. What if I have to
He's
poop?
supposed to like empty it out.
Like with his
There's
hands.
there's like a thing that it goes into.
That's horrifying.
And
like,
then you go to like a station. There's like at like RV parks or like truck stops. They have a thing that you connect the tube going
God,
from
I hope
that.
you're lying. 'Cause,
No,
like,
you connect the tube to a big like reservoir.
Will he see my poop? Is my issue.
No, the tube's probably it's probably opaque.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're also gonna be fucking in an RV. I had sex with
But how's the dick though?
Oh, it was amazing. Best
Okay,
thing ever
well
happened.
then I think that is
4
answers
hours,
that.
4 hour drive, good.
Yes.
8 hour drive.
Yes. He.
Staying in an
The
RV.
thing is he ate my ass the first time we hooked up, and,
what a
and I didn't
trooper.
even ask.
What
He just
year was
did it.
this?
This was 2018.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
no,
not.
maybe late 2017.
Yeah, that's not as special.
Fuck you.
Well, no, 'cause the eating ass thing. That's like.
But that's
it's like
very
in vogue.
intimate. It's the first thing that like.
That's intimate.
For me, yes. For someone who does not experience a whole
Oh,
lot
it's
of
like,
intimacy.
wow, you actually, your face where my
I mean, you
foot
are
goes.
talking to Russell ass eating true, so
I thought that was special.
Fair enough. No.
It's
nailed it.
well, he also complimented my fake eyelashes, so like it's he's in love with me.
Actually, that's how I met Abby and Breland, is because I complimented her eyelashes at the bar.
And that shit works.
Friends. Well, I wasn't even trying to hit on her.
No, I'm not even. It just.
Didn't you just like come up to us while we were playing darts?
I was playing dart.
Yeah,
Wait,
I was
people were
playing
hitting
darts
you?
with you. I know, wild concept.
No, like just I didn't hear what you were saying.
No, yeah, it was because it was you, me, and Ryan,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
podcast crew.
Is Ryan not coming?
Nah.
Okay, whatever.
Nah.
Apparently, homegirl's been staying at a place for like the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Didn't feel like mentioning that to us.
Because you know why.
Because
what
I
would happen
say it on a
when...
podcast. Oh yeah, not a good idea. That guy.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
And then like we were just playing darts and they just came up and that's when you complimented the eyelashes.
No, that's not how it happened.
All right.
No, because I complimented her eyelash. I remember exactly where at the bar we were
So
standing.
yeah, it made such an impact.
I said
I mean,
that.
we did get friends out of it, so it kind of.
I said that, and then she was like, "Thank you," ooh, like you know how she does.
Mm.
And then I was like, I was ordering a drink, and then Breland, her roommate at the time, was like, "You just made her night," like across her to me, and then a little bit later we were gonna play darts, and I was like, "Hey, let's play darts."
Oh my god.
And then I found out like Breland was she was bad, so bad that like she would throw them like directly into the ground, like halfway
Is that not how you
from.
play darts?
That's
It's,
how,
it's an experimental strategy.
Yeah.
Still working out the kinks.
You remember lawn darts? I never had them, but I heard about them.
I've never heard.
They were. It was like basically like a big darts game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And it was this big heavy spike that you would in your backyard would throw up into the air, and then you would try to get it to land on the, like throw it as high as you can. Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's why they aren't made anymore.
Jesus.
Which is fucking awesome.
That's just like natural selection though. If somebody buys that game and like.
Hey kids, I have a great new game.
Oh god.
Hey, can I play the game?
New from
Oh.
Milton Bradley, Impalement.
You know what's weird about that? Milton Bradley makes me think of it. I think it was Megan posted a snap of a Ouija board, and on the
Yeah.
bottom of it, it said Milton Bradley. It's like, how are you supposed to be how are you supposed to take this thing seriously? And then, like, what fucking ghost are you going
Milton
to,
Bradley.
like, summon? You just summon Milton Bradley.
himself.
Like, it's me, Milton Bradley. I've been making games since old black fellas were putting them together out on the fields.
Oh.
There it is.
God.
What? I'm not saying like
No.
I mean, that's what it is. He was,
How
you
old
know,
is
actually George
Siri?
Washington Carver invented Monopoly.
What year did Milton
Kyle, I
Bradley
hope your
die?
Siri is turned off.
Milton Bradley died May 30th, 1911 at age 74.
See, I knew he was an old
Yeah,
fucker.
no, you're right.
I
So
felt like that's a safe
he
bet.
died.
I don't know. How
His
old
cause
is
of death-
Hasbro? Dr. Hasbro. That's his name.
His cause of death was disease with no other no other.
Yeah, he got the sick.
he got
Yeah. No, that's like, what load of bullshit is it when you're a kid and it's like, oh, they died of old age. People said that about my dad's
Wait,
dad. Like, oh, they died of old age. It's
Yeah.
like, that's not a fucking thing. My dad's dad was supposedly died of old age, but no, he fucking drove himself off a bridge.
I think this is like something that's just unique to you. Like,
No one ever said, like, you've never heard anybody say someone died of old age.
yeah, and usually they did die of old age.
No, that's not a thing.
What then? What
Unless
is
they're
it?
like, because they probably died of something. Like if someone's like, yeah, my grandpa died of old age, it means they were a kid and like they died of like fucking alcohol poison or like
No.
cirrhosis of the liver, and their parents didn't want to tell them that. I think.
Well,
Because you don't die of old age.
sometimes you just get old. Like,
Yeah, and then what happens?
you die.
Of
Everyone
what?
dies.
Of what? Wait, what?
Yeah. You're not immortal. I know you feel like it sometimes.
Well, see, that's why I was asking about the circumcision.
Oh.
Because, see, Ben here, he's circumcised. But he got circumcised when he was a baby. So, he actually doesn't have...
He knows he was there.
all of the right, because I'm immortal. He doesn't have all of that. I went through it as an adult because I'm a fucking man.
Wait.
Okay, I didn't take the easy way.
No, fucking. You
No,
did
I
not.
did it. I did it, and that's why my foreskin being removed at this age granted me super abilities.
No, you're.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Okay, bent
'Cause-
over. When did you get circumcised?
Bent over? What does that
Like
mean?
bent over, like this little bit that you're doing, like the joke.
Oh, probably when I was like.
You
less
mean
than,
his
6
factual
months old.
statement?
Okay. Thank God. Okay. I didn't, because anybody who's like an adult.
And then I
man-
got it reattached. Because I converted. I want to go on Birthright. Go to Israel on their dime. You know Birthright? You know,
Oh yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I just don't want to react to it.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm an anti-Semite.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not. That's Ryan. Ryan's the one that hates Jew. He doesn't even believe in the Holocaust.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, you're going like full out with him not here.
Oh, we did the same thing to you. You just haven't heard it yet. We said that we didn't have you because you kept using the N-word.
I remember you said that.
And Ben was like, hey, you know what the NBA stands for? And we were like, Ben, that's enough.
So my topic that I wanted to bring up, I initially heard it from a podcast I listened to, but called Dynamic Banter.
No, don't you dare plug another. I'm gonna edit that out.
Were you're gonna replace it with our name?
Yeah.
What's her name?
What's our name?
We're okay. Katie, maybe you can help us out.
I truly.
Three cut dicks.
Yeah, 3 cut dicks are just. I think that's.
Or it could be dicks, comma uncut.
Man, like one of us.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what was it?
Dicks, comma uncut. Oh fuck!
that's the one.
That's a high contender. Okay, so like one of us is like trying to run for office in the future. It's like we found
I'm a preschool teacher.
these
This podcast.
we found these recordings several years ago called Dick's Uncut.
Yeah.
What
Are you just doing a bit that was on that show?
No. It was their topic, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Oh fuck yeah!
Because the world needs to know. So,
Look, I know that it'll be hard for people to stomach when they find out I was on the podcast with a known anti-Semite, Ryan Spain, that would go on to bomb several synagogues. Between me running for office and this recording currently, but you know, I'll just be completely honest with it and then blame it on Anthony Weiner. So, yeah.
so are you familiar with Jose Canseco?
Oh God, is that your next? Wait, who's Hogan? I know who he's a baseball player.
He was a baseball player,
Is
yes.
he dead?
No.
He did steroids though, right?
I don't know.
Wait, no, that's Okay, I guess. Okay, whatever.
Well, on January 30th, right after tweeting about some golf clubs, he followed it up with a chain of tweets that can be described as nothing other than gold.
I could probably describe him as something else.
We are in communication with aliens with very flexible body composition called the A151 or AI 51. These aliens are going to teach us how to try and travel the brain. Let me try this one again. These aliens are going to teach us how to try and travel the brain can physically travel without the body. I said that exactly as it was typed. Aliens have been trying to teach us how to time travel, but first we have to change our body composition, which we are not willing to do. We have tried with animals and it has failed.
To change our body composition with animals? What does that mean?
Time travel puts 42,651 pounds of pressure on a human skeletal structure. Can you detach the brain from the body and equalize the pressure? It could be done. Our science is totally irrelevant to aliens.
You know what happened? Those golf clubs that he was tweeting about? He actually, when he got them from a wizard in a back alley, and he actually discovered how to time travel. He's warning us. Or he's bringing us a gift, which is time travel, or he's him being fucking hilarious. Can I read that real quick?
Let me... Fuck, I just put it away.
Because you know who it sounds like.
Who does it sound like, Russell?
Well, let me read it.
Okay, these aliens are gonna teach us how to try and travel. The brain can physically travel without the body. We're in communication with aliens with a very flexible body composition. They call it AI-51. AI-51, okay? When you're in Vegas, come out and golf with me. Contact Morgan. Here is her private cell phone number, 702-374-3757. Okay. Our science is totally irrelevant to aliens. Time travel puts 42,651 pounds of pressure on a human skeletal structure. Can you detach the brain from the body? And equalize the pressure, it could be done.
Now it's getting like kind of like Christopher Walken.
It could be done,
They
folks.
can, detach the brain from the body.
I'm glad that we're full circle with the whole impression thing.
Katie, you're running the podcast, so I'm gonna go put my clothes in the dryer.
Alright. Alright, let's have girl chat.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Who do you like?
Oh man, so much pressure. Russell's just around the corner. I don't want him to know.
Can you remember that laundry basket?
No.
Right, we weren't talking about you.
No, do it. It's good.
All right, but real girl talk, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so Jose's right. All right, the amount of force to send your brain back in time without the body is insane. But
Listeners, you can't see this, but Ben's pupils are huge right now. Like he's on shrooms.
but yeah, no, this shit's just fucking bonkers.
I mean, who are we to say he's wrong? You know, like we are so stupid as a race. You know, as the human race, we don't know everything.
But Jose Canseco does.
Yeah, I think maybe he got hit in the head by one of those golf clubs, and it somehow awoke this information that was deep seated in his brain, and just and if that's his truth, that's his truth.
I honestly can't wait for what Vice President Canseco does under the leadership of President DeLong when Tom DeLong eventually discovers aliens. Like they're both separately looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah. And I hope they found him.
I hope Bigfoot found himself.
Yeah. I wonder if Bigfoot has daddy issues.
Care to elaborate?
No. It's just something I think about.
I mean, Daddy Issues is a really good band. I'm sure he probably has a album or two.
Is daddy issues really a band?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is now a segment I like to call why are there so many dads in like emo band names?
Like the band Dads?
Case in point.
What about
We got daddy issues. We got dads. We got football dads. We got hockey dad. And then we got the less popular mom.
Mom Jeans?
Yeah, we got mom jeans. We got soccer mommy.
Alt Mommy?
I'm not familiar.
It's a band name that I made up.
Oh,
That-
well.
So there was Dads, and then there was American football. All right, and then modern baseball.
And then there's American
was the biggest
Dad.
after that.
The best show on
And then no, he had a side project. He did some emo music. Yeah. Yo, BoJack Horseman is shit. It is the fucking worst. Have you tried watching it?
I have. I am a fan of the show, but
Why?
I think it's funny how the animals talk. That's,
Yeah. No, it answers.
And the way those pictures move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Wild.
but okay, but
It's answers the age old question: what if a horse was sad
you know, okay.
and had sex with cats?
Listen, sad horse.
Okay.
That only happened a couple of times. Okay, he also had sex with an owl. All right, and a human.
I don't think you're a
female.
fan of the show, Russell. You don't know details like that.
Listen, anyway.
And the friend, the human guy, that's how I thought of it, is a ripoff of Stan from American Dad.
Stan from.
Or not Stan, the son. What's his
I
name?
don't know. I don't.
But yes,
peruse
no, it's
American.
Steve?
Steve. Yeah.
How is he a ripoff of Steve?
It's the exact same character.
How?
Because he's just like, oh man, like, I don't want to understand things. Ugh.
No, Steve is a nerd. Todd from BoJack Horseman is sexy.
No,
he,
he's
wears
not.
he wears a beanie and he's voiced by Aaron Paul. So they're completely different.
Wait, Aaron Paul?
Yeah. From Breaking Bad.
That's just, yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I'm sorry, you mean the star of the hit film Need for Speed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he also did the voice in the critically acclaimed video game that no one remembers, Need for Speed.
No,
Yeah.
the movie.
No, I know, he did both. I'm just saying, if you want to recognize him on his most,
Okay, regardless.
most critically acclaimed work.
I will say, you know what is shit though about BoJack Horseman is the type of men that watch the show and identify as the titular character and they have no reason, like they just identify as BoJack and they decide that's like not concerning and they just like go about and live their life without trying to like fix themselves. Because the whole point of the show is that you're not supposed to like BoJack. Like he's an asshole.
Yeah, it's like any Will Arnett character.
Yeah, and he's
is a dickhead.
yeah, I mean, besides Job. Job is just...
Is also an ass.
He's an ass, but, like...
You
he's
wouldn't. No one should
lovable.
want to be that guy.
Well, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, the thing about BoJack that annoys me is not the show itself, but the subculture that it's, like, kind of, you know, popularized. Like, the fact that there are people out there who feel like it's an excuse to be an asshole.
Well,
Because
I've heard more people talk about dudes that think they should be like BoJack Horseman than actual fans of BoJack Horseman.
what do you mean?
Like I have heard someone say the same thing that you're talking about, but I don't know anybody that does that or that actually
Oh, I
legitimately likes the show.
I legitimately like the show.
Did
So
you
now-
have sex with one of those guys?
Who do you think
Yes.
was in the RV?
I did.
Oh yeah. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I live in an RV.
I've had sex
It's
with
whatever.
multiple men who said that they like identify as BoJack, and then they go out and
I think that's now become a personal issue.
okay, maybe just because I am close to the topic, like, it just doesn't mean that it's not still valid.
Right, but I think that maybe you're seeking them out.
Maybe I have daddy issues.
What's the cat character like?
Princess Carolyn?
Okay, sorry.
I'm-
Princess
I
Carolyn,
feel okay.
my bad.
I feel like you can't say a show sucks if you haven't watched the show.
I've watched it.
So why don't you know any of
The characters' names, because I
Yeah.
didn't care enough to remember any of it.
Okay.
I've watched 2 episodes. All right.
All right, I think maybe you should give it a little bit more of a chance than that.
It's like it doesn't even does it make you laugh out loud?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Have you watched it, Ben?
Like a.
Talk about it like you've watched it. Just talk about it like you have authority in your voice.
If I could, I would. But
Have authority in your voice. No, I can't do that.
Okay, you want to know what the cat character is like? She's like this super type A, very overbearing, ambitious woman who, like, I say women, but she's a cat. and she like tries to fix people instead of fixing herself, and I relate.
Exactly, and that's fucked up. I'm
Yeah.
tired of women that relate to the cat character. But maybe also, I'm just kidding. I don't know any, except for now I do. Maybe that's why you keep attracting Bojacks.
That's probably why. But regardless, I think that the show is good. But I'm not saying it's the best show in the world, but I like it.
I went on a Tinder date with this girl that told me about how she like met up with this guy and they went to his place and he just turned on BoJack Horseman and they just didn't really talk. And then after like an hour,
Best sex in the
hour and a half, she was like, "Yeah, take me home."
That literally happened to me. It was the first Tinder date I ever went on.
It was BoJack Horseman?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, literally. I was a freshman in college, and I went on my first Tinder date, and I think we were supposed to hook up, but I also didn't know, because I've never, like...
Because you're an innocent child of God.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I'm 18 years old. I, like, fucking,
Right now you're 18 years old.
I am 18 right now. And at the time, like, I was still a virgin, and I was looking for love. And I was on Tinder trying to find love.
I'm 18, I'm a virgin, and I'm looking for love.
Oh, that needs to be my new Tinder bio. But no, for real, like, I matched with this guy, I think his name was Joe or something, and he lived at the dorm hall across from mine, and I
That's
walked
so
over
romantic.
to his dorm. I know. I walked to his dorm. I get into his dorm, and I was thinking we're just like, gonna hang out, maybe make out a little, but like talk.
Yeah, there was time for it.
Over the
The schedule
pants.
permitted.
Over the
Over
pants
the
for
pants
sure.
stuff, yeah. But what ended up happening is we sat down on his dorm room couch,
And immediately went to the bone
and
zone.
he immediately
Just
put on
Postcards from Pound
He
Town.
put on BoJack Horseman.
He put on fucking BoJack Horseman, and we sat and I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm laughing my ass off, and he's just sitting there.
Not my experience, but
Well, whatever. I'm like, I think it's hilarious, and he's like trying to like hook up with me. He's trying to like, do you like want to not watch this show? And I was like, no, I want to keep watching BoJack Horseman.
You're like, this is fucking funny,
Yeah,
dude.
literally. And eventually it's like an hour later of watching just more BoJack, and I'm like, all right, well, I have to go do things, but this has been fun. I just walked home, and I never spoke to him again.
Oh wait, okay. I thought maybe that was the Fleetwood Mac guy.
Oh no.
All right, this episode is.
I'm out of the loop on that one.
This episode is gonna be called Katie's horrible experiences
Horrible
with men,
experiences.
with boys, with children, basically.
But horrible spelled WHOR.
Yeah, Dick's Uncut. God, I'm so glad.
That was good.
On a completely unrelated note,
Yeah.
isn't
Yes,
Rick
I'll
and
have
Morty
some
so
with
relatable,
Oh.
especially Rick Sanchez?
Yeah, I've heard the same thing that people say that about Rick, but I also have never met somebody that.
I have, and I've
See,
so
that's
many.
because you're exactly like Morty.
Oh, it's funny.
You know who talks like Morty?
Oh.
Nick.
Why'd you have to go and say
He kind of talks like Nick. He talks like Morty a little bit. But it's just how he sounds. All right.
So, should I tell the Fleetwood Mac story?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, let me try it. Let me see if I remember it.
Okay.
All right. So you hook up with this guy. Where'd you meet him?
I met him in my dorm hall's like common area.
Oh fuck yeah! Did you have a pool table in there?
Yes, we did.
Oh, which hall?
Bruce Hall.
Oh, vegan cafeteria.
No, that's Mean Greens. That's
Oh.
that's Maple. No, but we did have the best cafeteria. Anyway, what else do you remember?
Oh yeah. So you hooked up. I don't remember what led up to the sex.
What led up to this? Should I just tell the story?
Well, no, because I remember what happens after.
Okay, so do you want a little context?
Go for it. Yeah, give me some more.
Okay, so I met him in Bruce Hall lobby. He was with a friend of mine and one of the girls who lived in my dorm hall, like the actual hallway. And I was really high one night and walked into the lobby at like 2 a.m. and it was just the three of them sitting on a couch. And I walk in.
Three of who?
I just said him, my friend, and another girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I walk in, I see this really hot guy, and
this fucking guy right next to him was not the really hot guy. Was listening to Fleetwood Mac.
Dude, you are so
Dude,
off, and
dude.
it's so fucking hilarious.
you got strap in. Like,
All right.
So I walk in, I introduce myself immediately. And I'm like, hi, I'm Katie. I do a great Shakira impression.
You didn't say that.
I actually really did. I did my Shakira impression for him the first night that I met him.
You were like, I gotta flex these muscles.
Legitimately. He wanted to know
Were you
what that
trying to
mouth do.
seduce Kyle earlier?
No, but I'm so serious. Like I was trying to show him what that mouth do, and so thank you. Anyway, so it was fine. I go
And when
home.
you suck dick, it sounds like Shakira. You're like,
Yeah.
Obviously. Can I tell my story?
No, that was a good joke. Fuck y'all. That was good.
It was good. And so I introduced myself. You know, we talked for a little bit. He's funny. We're flirting. It's all good. I go home, and then I match with him on Tinder a couple days later. And so we go on a date, and
Can we fast forward to the sex?
no.
Damn it.
We go on a
Is
date,
what he said.
and it was magical. Like we had a really strong connection, and then he ghosted me for like a couple weeks till I went to this house show. And he was there, and he was drunk, and then he was like, alright, I guess I'll have sex with you, Katie.
Come back to my dorm.
But, like, legitimately, so we're both, like, shit-faced, and we get in an Uber, and I tell him to take me to my dorm, because he lived in a dorm right next to mine, and I was thinking, this guy's not into me. He doesn't want to have sex with me. So we're just sharing an Uber. You know, it's fine. And I'll go to my dorm, and he'll walk to his, and it's fine. We get to my dorm, and he starts walking me to my door. And I was like, oh, well, he's just being a gentleman, you know? And then he walks into the dorm with me to my actual dorm room door. And I'm like, oh, well, he just wanted to make sure I got home safe. Like, he's super nice, you know? Like,
He's gonna tuck you in, right?
yeah, and so I walk in, and he comes in with me, and I was like, oh, like, he wanted to hang out for a little bit longer. Whatever. Then he pushes me up against the wall and starts making out with me. I was
Also,
like, oh,
you
he's
could have
just
asked
being nice.
him all of these things. You know, you were both there. It's not like it was.
What do you mean?
You could have been like, oh, are we hanging out here for a little bit?
I was also
You're just-
drunk.
Oh yeah.
And, like, also, I didn't want to, like, presume.
Sorry,
to
you said
know.
he pinned you up against the wall,
Yeah, and so we started.
and you were like, oh, he's being nice.
Yeah, literally. he's just being polite. And so,
That's what people do.
eventually, obviously, we have coitus.
He is generously eating me out.
He didn't do that.
Oh.
Actually,
What a
he
coward.
did.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot. He did do that. Anyway, sex was great. We stopped, you know, and while he is, like, still inside me and, like, it's over, like, it's
Wait,
done.
but still inside you?
Yeah, like,
I missed that detail.
yeah.
Okay, before the big reveal of what happened, the reason I know this story, well, the reason it came up was that we were at Cool Beans and we see this guy, and you're like, oh, what's up? How's it going? Like, being nice, but also it was visibly uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
And then,
I thought I played it cool.
and then he walks away, and then you tell me this.
Yeah, so he starts humming Fleetwood Mac's Landslide. I've been afraid of change. Well, actually, the first thing he did was took my love and I took it down. Like he just is singing that
Acapella.
acapella, unprompted. His penis is now flaccid and it's still inside me. And I push him off as one would do, and I say, "What are you doing?" And he's just like, "Oh, it's just a song about changes, and I listened to it a lot during my parents' divorce, and also you just took my virginity."
Whoa!
Yeah. And
Also, is that I'm glad taking your virginity left you feeling the same way as when your parents got divorced. That's fucking awesome. At least there's a theme song. Keep singing. Turn that dial up, Johnny.
And I freaked out because I was like, oh my god, like, are you okay? Like, he didn't tell me he was a fucking virgin. And also, keep in mind, he is the third person that I've ever slept with.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm still pretty much a virgin. Like, I consider that still virginal.
No, it's not.
Well, I do. So.
It's not the definition.
Well, virgin is like, as a concept is, it's unfounded and it's a myth. But regardless.
Virginity's relative.
I feel like I can be a born again virgin.
Well, no, it's relative. That's why Ben is, not a virgin, because,
Anyway, so yeah, that's the Fleetwood Mac story. He ghosted me.
I would too after that. Shit. Was that time we saw him the first time you saw him since then?
No, I've seen him around
no.
before. He used to be really mean to me for no reason.
It's just because he has a crush.
No, he was just mean, and then we became friends again.
Yeah, he liked me, so he would push me on the playground.
No, he was just what happened? Like, he was super mean to me for a while. Like, I went to Jago House one night, and this is like months after it had happened, and we were like decided like we would be friends, because I was really upset because I really liked him, and then he just ghosted me, and so I called him out on it, and I was like, "You're being kind of a dick," and I think he used me, but regardless, I saw him at Jago, and I'm smoking weed with a bunch of other people in a circle, including him. And he just turns to me and goes, "Don't you think you've had enough, Katie?" And I was like,
Whoa.
I was like, "Excuse me? Like, we're literally doing the exact same thing." He goes, and I was like, "That sounds like a problem for future Katie and not present Katie if I've had too much." And he was like, "Well, for your sake, I hope that future Katie realizes like what a mistake she's making right now." It's just super
What
mean.
the fuck?
Made me cry at Jago House, and like, we didn't talk for years.
That's not even just mean. That's like fucking weird.
Yeah, like it came out of nowhere. And so like we didn't talk for the longest time, and then finally like I ran into him at another party, and he was just like, "Hey," and this is years after, and he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I was a dick to you that one time." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Do you want to blow me in your car?" I was like, "Sure." And I did that. And now we're friends.
I'm lost on some. I feel like there's some missing pieces
Oh,
there.
definitely not.
No, that's it. Like, there's nothing else to say. And now, like, I run into him at, like, Cool Beans sometimes, and he says hi, and I say hi, and then I tell everyone that story.
So you really like Fleetwood Mac, huh, Russell?
I love Fleetwood Mac.
I'm aware from the story.
I mean, it was just when my
From the
parents
story.
when my parents got divorced. It was. No, I would never say, "Do you want to blow me in my car?"
Well.
Yeah, I would just say like right here in front of everyone.
Car. It was my car.
Yeah, I would say, "Do you want to blow me in your car?"
Yeah, that's what happened.
I actually don't have a car. I also.
I live in an RV though.
If we could go back to your place, my place is currently occupied by the open air.
The one raccoon, my roommate, is just
yeah,
like super pissy right now.
But hey, I've got crack.
Sounds like a better dating experience I've had.
Guys, crack has a bad rap. Okay, it's not as crazy as you think. What the fuck was that? No, it's fine, dude. Everybody, it's great. You should try. What? I'm not on crack. I'm not freaking on crack right now, dude. I'm just, what's up? I'm Ben Margera. This is called smoking crack. There was, what was it? Oh yeah, Bill Maher, but it's Bill Margera. And he's like, yeah, so like, freaking Bernie really ruining stuff. Like, just let Hillary be president, bro. Okay? How about this not smoking weed business? Who did that? The Republicans? Oh, freaking right, April. I'm just kidding. You guys are getting offended. Muslims are bad. Okay? It's Bill Margera.
That was Bill Clinton.
Fuck you.
And that's where we end it.